So this is a continuation of Kinyan HaMasechta Chazara Moed Katan. We're holding by Daf Dalid Amud Bet, by the two dots where it says Ve'ein osin ugiyot lagefanim. So we said in the Mishnah that you're not allowed to make ugiyot, ditches, for the grapevines. So my ugiyot, what are these ugiyot that you're not allowed to make on Chol HaMoed? Amar Rav Yehuda, banki. Says Rav Yehuda, ugiyot are banki. So what's banki? Rashi says they're like ditches underneath the grapevine or the olive trees that you put water in to water the trees. Tanya nami hachi. We have a bright teaching that also says this. Eluhen ugiyot. The following are ugiyot. Bedidin shebeikare zetim veshebeikare gefanim. These ditches that are underneath the olive trees and underneath the grapevines. So now the Gemara is going to ask on this. Ini, is it really true that ugiyot is banki, are these ditches, and that's what you're not allowed to make? V'ha Rav Yehuda shara lebnei bartzitai. We know that Rabbi Yehuda allowed for the Bnei Bartzitai, the people in Bartzitai, leme'ebar banki lekarmehon, to make these banki for their vineyards. So how can you say that ugiyot, which the Mishnah says you're not allowed to do, is banki if Rabbi Yehuda allows banki? He's not arguing with the Mishnah. So the Gemara answers, lo kasha. It's not a contradiction between Rabbi Yehuda and the Mishnah. Ugiyot is banki, but ha bechareti, this is talking about new ones, veha be'atike, and the other one is talking about old ones. Meaning, ugiyot is really ditches. You're not allowed to make ditches underneath your grapevine. That's talking about new ones. To dig new ditches underneath your grapevine, that you're not allowed to do. But that which Rav Yehuda allowed ugiyot or banki to be dug for the Bnei Bartzitai, that was talking about atiki, old ones that were already previously dug, and they just needed to be redug to fix them up. So that's not as much tircha, and that was allowed. Okay, moving on to the next part of our Mishnah. Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah omer en osinet ha'ama. Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah says, you're not allowed to make an amma batechila b'moed. Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah held that you're not allowed to dig a water canal from new on Moed, on Chol HaMoed. So he said in the Mishnah, it said on Moed and on Shvi'it. You cannot dig a water canal. So the Gemara says, Bishlama Moed mishum de katarach. It makes sense. I understand why you're not allowed to do that on Moed, on Chol HaMoed, because it's a tircha, and you're not allowed to do tircha on Chol HaMoed. Ela Shvi'it mai ta'ama. But on Shvi'it, what's the reason? Why would I not be allowed to dig a canal during the Shemitah year? I'm not planting, I'm not watering, I'm not working my field. I'm just digging a canal for irrigation. Why should that be asur? So pligu ba Rabbi Zera v'Rabbi Abba bar Mamal. We have a machloka between Rabbi Zera and Rabbi Abba bar Mamal as to what the reason is why I'm not allowed to dig a canal on Shvi'it. Chad amar mipnei shenireh ke'oder. One says, you know why you're not allowed to do it? Because it looks like you're doing the malacha of Oder. What's Oder? So we had on the previous Amud, Oder is when you're digging underneath your grapevine or olive tree to soften up the dirt. And that facilitates the growth of the tree. So when you're digging the area in the field to soften up the dirt to help things grow, that's Oder. So you can't dig a canal because it looks like you're doing Oder. That's one understanding. V'chad amar, the other one says, Mipnei shemachshir agapeha lizriya, because you're preparing the sides of the canal for planting. Meaning, when you dig a canal and you put the dirt on the side, so you're left with this whole mound of dirt that extends along the side of the canal that's perfect soil now, that's just been dug up and turned over. It's perfect for planting. So again, two reasons a machloket, two reasons in the Gemara potentially for why you're not allowed to dig a canal on Shavuot. One is because it looks like you're doing the malacha of Oder, and the other one is you're preparing a mound of dirt that can now be used for planting. So the Gemara asks, "My beinaihu." What is a practical difference between these two? What's the nafkamina? What's a halachic difference between these two opinions? In what case would they argue? Ika beinaihu deka'atu maya batre. You know what case they're arguing about? The Gemara says they're arguing about a case deka'atu maya batre, when water is coming right after it, meaning as the person's digging the canal, water is entering the canal. So man de'amar mipnei shemachshir agapea lizriya ika. According to the opinion that says the reason it's usher is because you're creating this mound that is now fresh, good, plantable, fertile dirt that can be used for planting. So you still have that. You're still doing that. You're still creating that bed which is perfect for planting. Uman damar mibnei shenireh ke'oder leka. But according to the opinion that says nireh ke'oder, it looks like you're doing the malacha of Oder leka. You don't have any issue because it doesn't look like you're doing the malacha of Oder because the water coming in is a proof that your digging is not Oder. It's not softening the dirt. It's to create a canal. Ulman da'amar mibnei shenireh ke'oder lechush mibnei shemachshir agapea lizriya. So the Gemara asks that it seems like a very good chashash of machshir agapea lizriya. It seems like a very good reason. The opinion that says you're creating a mound which is now fertile and can be used for planting. So that reason is a very good reason. Why does the other man da'amar not hold that it should be asur because of this? Meaning, even in a case where water is coming in right away, but the other man da'amar of nireh ke'oder should agree that it should be asur. Why? Because you are being machshir agapea lizriya. You are you're creating this mound that is very fertile and can be used to be planted. Ella, rather, says the Gemara, everyone's going to agree in that case, it's asur, even when the water is coming in right away. Ika benaihu, you know what the difference is between these two opinions? Dekashakil minei v'shadi liberai. If you take the dirt from the canal that you're digging and you shadi liberai, you throw it far away. You throw it out, away. According to the opinion that says the Isser is machshir agapel lizriya, you're creating this furrow that can be used for planting, or not furrow, mound rather, that can be used for planting. Leka, there's no Isser, because you're not doing that. You're throwing the dirt away. You're not piling it up nicely, creating a bed that could be used for planting. You're dumping it away, and it's scattering everywhere, and you're not doing that. But according to the mandamar of nireh ke'oder, it looks like you're doing the malacha of Oder, ika, there is an issue. So now the Gemara asks, Ulman damar mibnei machshir agapel lizriya lechush mibnei nireh ke'oder. According to the opinion that says machshir agapel lizriya, that you're creating this bed that could be used for planting, and that doesn't apply here. Well, why doesn't he worry over here that in nireh ke'oder, it looks like you're doing Oder? What problem does he have with that? Why does he not agree to nireh ke'oder in this specific situation? So the Gemara says, Oder nami ki kashakil beduchte manachle. By Oder, when you take the dirt, you leave it in its place. So this opinion holds that when you're taking dirt and throwing it far away, it's not nireh ke'oder. So it comes out over here, we have a machloket. In this specific case, when you take dirt and you throw it far away, one opinion will say that's included in the Isser of digging a ditch because it's nireh ke'oder because you're digging that area. And the other opinion will say, no, it's not nireh ke'oder, and there is no other issue of machshir agapea lizriya. It's not nireh ke'oder because you're throwing it far away, and there's no machshir agapea lizriya also because you're throwing it far away. Okay.